So great to be here. What a great night. It was really fun to be back out there in the arena. And, before we started, we talked with the team about what was our goal for the night. And first of all, we wanted to get out there, adjust quickly to the equipment, to the lighting, to just the differences from practice gym to arena. And also, we wanted to start learning how to build momentum and create momentum, knowing that there was going to be mistakes, there was going to be some things that didn't go exactly our way, but learning how to pivot that energy and create and carry momentum throughout the entire event. And I'm really proud of our ladies for doing that tonight. And a lot of them competed like veterans out there, whether they were freshmen, sophomore, junior, seniors, or super seniors. Really felt like they all carried themselves in a really composed way. And as I think about the breakdown of events on vault, I was really proud of how they trusted their training. A lot of times we get in these environments and they overrun, they overdo it, and they didn't do that tonight. They really trusted their training, and I think our opportunity for growth there is really trying to dial in on the landings and get some more stuck landings. But overall, was really pleased with that. On bars, was really excited about all the stuck landings. I think that's an area that they really showed that they knew how to create and build off of each other's momentum there. I think we still need to clean up some form, work through some details, but that will all come with time and just trusting their training. As we went to beam, again, I think they did a great job of being composed and calm and not letting the crowd or anything really rattle them. And then we just have to polish up some of those landings. We took a few too many steps and wobbles on landings that weren't necessarily off, but maybe lacked a little bit of confidence in the moment. And so we'll continue to work on that. And then moving to floor, I thought they did a great job of managing their energy. A lot of times you'll see athletes go out there for the first time and maybe overperform, where they run out of steam a little bit at the end of their routines, and they didn't do that. They really managed their energy well. They performed, but they also took care of the things they needed to do, which was making sure they were turned over enough to take really solid landings. So overall, really pleased at the level of trust that they had in each other and in their training, and they were able to really transfer that from training gym into competition.
All right. And what are you thinking that your strengths are as this team is like forming and it's going into the season? What do you think strengths are?
I think this team is really capable of competing with anybody in the country. And so I think our strength is our ceiling is high. I think what we're able to accomplish is really up to us. And so I think that's the biggest strength. And then it's also the biggest opportunity that we need to continue to step in and fine tune the details, the landings, the mental preparation to be able to take on the different opponents that we're going to take on, because we compete against some really tough competition throughout the season. And so we're going to have a lot of opportunities in front of us to step into those moments and prepare for what a really intense postseason is going to look like.
What are your next steps as a whole, like as a whole team after this break?
When we have a competition out there, we'll sit down tomorrow and talk through what are the things that went well and what are the things that we need to improve upon. And we'll do that collectively as a group, and then we'll also do that individually and break down each event, each performance, whether they were out there competing or they were on the sideline watching. All of those different aspects make up the momentum. They make up how the group carries energy throughout the competition, and that really makes an impact on the overall team mentality. And so I think we did a really good job of that tonight. I'm really pleased with how they started, but I absolutely still think there's some room for growth, and there's things that we can step into and do a better job of.
And what are your goals for this season?
This team, I think year after year, teams are capable of this, but we want to be at the final night of competition with an opportunity to win a championship. And I think they're capable of that. I think they know that. And so they really are committed to coming in every day with a fighter mentality to work on the things that are going to pay off in the long run. They might be hard in the moment, but those details really make a difference when you're up against the competition that we're going to be facing.
So your team mentality this year was kind of winning that moment instead of taking in that moment.
What kind of made you want to change from that perspective from last year to this year?
You know, I think as a new staff coming in last year, there was a lot of uncertainty still, and there was our main priority was building the trust within the team to be able to step in and challenge them in hard moments. And I think last year was spent on building that trust. And we felt that as a new staff, it was important that we really mastered that step before going to the next step, which was going to be to really challenge them. And we just weren't quite able to get all the way there. And so having a year under our belt of building relationships, building trust, really knowing our players, that was such a critical part of it. And so moving into this year, we're really able to challenge them to not just kind of meet the uncertainty, but to own it, to win it, to overcome it, and to master it. And that's a different level of really knowing each athlete, to be able to know what is one person going to thrive to versus another person, because they may need really different approaches in how we challenge them. And I think we just needed some time to build those relationships and understand each person to that level. So we're excited to be at that place now, and we're excited about how we're building.
Anything else? Coach, any closing comments you want to have?
No, just really thankful for all the fans, all the supporters for coming out tonight. Of course, we want to continue to pack out Coleman Coliseum, but our fans that were here tonight, they were invested. They brought a lot of energy, and I know our ladies, our staff, we all love being able to be a part of that. So thank you to everybody, and Roll Tide.